bombshell in Chicago. An urgent move in the draft could change the future of the Bears forever. Meanwhile, the defensive line is one player away from being dominant, but management is about to make a colossal mistake. And now, the GOAT has set eyes on our QB, which could either transform his career or destroy his confidence. This information is so exclusive, it could disappear at any moment. Don't risk being left out of the inner circle of true fans. Subscribe now and discover the news that no one else dares to tell. Chicago's management is seriously considering making a massive leap in the draft, moving up from the 10th to the 5th spot to secure Boise State phenomenon Ashton Jeanty. And you know what? It's exactly what we need. Folks.look, Pete Prisco from CBS Sports just dropped this prediction that has Ben Johnson moving pieces like a chess master. Why? To form a lethal combination in the backfield with Caleb Williams. Do you have any idea what this would mean for our offense? Total domination. Jeanty is not just any running back, friends. We're talking about a Heisman finalist who racked up 2,601 rushing yards and 29 touchdowns in 2024. 29 touchdowns, with an average of 7.0 yards per carry. Let me tell you this kid is special. We're not talking about a simple compliment to Williams, but a true game changer. What would happen if the Bears managed to pair Williams and Jeanty in the same backfield? I ask you, is there any defense in the NFC North ready to face that duo? I think not. Absolutely not. Now, some will say that moving up 5 spots in the draft is too costly. But I say, what's the cost of falling short again? How much is it worth to have an offense that can compete with the best in the league? The Bears have been stuck in offensive mediocrity for too long. It's time to go big dot to get Jeanty. The Bears will have to negotiate with the Jaguars, who currently hold the 5th pick. According to Prisco, Jacksonville will be willing to move down to the 10th spot to accumulate more picks, allowing them to address multiple needs. This opens a perfect window for the Bears to make their move. And let me tell you something else. This move will be a statement of intent. It will be shouting to the rest of the league that the Chicago Bears are not here to participate. They're here to dominate. We'd be saying that we believe in Caleb Williams and that we're willing to do whatever it takes to maximize his potential. And speaking of Caleb Williams, our future franchise just had an amazing interaction with none other than Tom Brady. Yes, the GOAT himself. Brady was at the grand opening of Card Vault, his new collectible card business, when he pulled out an autographed Williams card. And you know what he did? He fast-timed him right then and there. The most impressive part was Williams' confidence when he told Brady that this card would increase in value by the end of the next season. That is the mentality we need. A quarterback who not only talks the talk, but walks the walk. And you know what? If Brady is excited about Williams, we all should be. When the greatest quarterback of all time shows that level of respect for our young QB, something special is happening. Expectations for Williams in 2025 are through the roof, and rightly so. Last year, despite all the talent surrounding him, it was clear that the system and the offensive line were not up to par. But now, with Ben Johnson as coach and a completely rebuilt offensive line, Williams is ready to take off. And apparently, Brady sees it that way too. I ask you, isn't this exactly what we needed to see? A vote of confidence from the greatest QB of all time? I think so. And it's precisely what could catapult Williams to another level this season. These kinds of interactions may seem trivial to some, but I tell you they are tremendously significant. When someone like Brady, who has won 7 Super Bowl rings, recognizes Williams' talent, he's not just being polite. He's validating what we've all seen, that Williams has the potential to be special. And Williams' confidence is equally important. Last year was tough. Expectations were unrealistic. The team wasn't ready, and all that can affect a young quarterback's confidence. But here is Williams telling the GOAT to his face that his value will increase this season. That, my friends, is the mentality of a winner. But don't just stick with these explosive news. We also have crucial information about the defensive line that could define our season. The experts at WCG are holding a roundtable on the draft, and the question of the day is, who is the defensive lineman the Bears should select? Jacob Infante is in love with Kenneth Grant from Michigan, and I don't blame him. Contrary to popular belief, Andrew Billings has been more effective against the pass than against the run with the Bears. And Gervin Dexter follows the same pattern. What we really need is a space eater who can pair with them, and Grady Jarrett. Grant is a solid one technique with a low center of gravity, powerful hands, relentless motor, and impressive athleticism for his size. He has potential as a pass rusher and should be an immediate improvement against the run. I tell you, this is the kind of player that transforms an average defensive line into a dominant one. On the other hand, Mongo Peanut bets on Mason Graham, also from Michigan. He describes him as an above-average player in everything. Someone who can be on the field all game, rarely makes mistakes, and finds ways to positively impact play after play. Brian Orenchuk agrees with Infante and also wants Kenneth Grant, describing him as a run stuffer with a solid arsenal to pressure the quarterback. He sees him as a long-term piece on our line. Terrorizing the NFC North for years. Now, Josh Sunderbrook has a different view. He leans towards Ashton Gillard from Louisville, whom he considers underrated and could be available at pick 148, or with a small trade using some of our 7th-round picks. Gillard has power and explosiveness, though he doesn't have elite speed. Sunderbrook sees him as a depth piece for his first 2 years, followed by a breakout that would make him seem like he came out of nowhere. Finally, Lester Wiltfong Jr. focuses on Landon Jackson from Arkansas, who caught his attention after his explosive performance at the NFL Combine. Watching this tape, you see a high-motor prospect still learning to use his athleticism to his advantage as a pass rusher. You will be a good complement to Dennis Allen's defense on day 2 and should flourish with coaching into an eventual starter. I ask you, which of these prospects will fit best in our defense? Do we need more of a run specialist or someone with potential to pressure the quarterback? I think Grant would be the best option. His combination of size, athleticism, and relentless motor is exactly what we need to complement our current defensive linemen. Now I want to hear your opinion. Should the Bears trade up to select Ginty? Or would it be better to stay at the 10th pick and select the best defensive lineman available? What do you think of the interaction between Williams and Brady? Is it a sign that our quarterback is ready to take the next step? Remember that your opinions are the most valuable for this channel. Leave your comments below and join this conversation. This community of Bears fans is a family, and every opinion counts. If you've enjoyed this analysis, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates on our Chicago Bears. Turning on notifications is the best way to stay up to date with all the news and analysis we bring you. What did you think of the interaction between Brady and Williams? Do you think it's a sign of what's to come in 2025? I am convinced that Williams is about to explode and show why he was the first overall pick in the 2024 draft. And what do you think about Kenneth Grant? Is he the missing piece in our defensive line? Or do you prefer any of the other prospects mentioned? This defensive line could be dominant with just one more quality piece. Finally, would you trade up in the draft to select Ginty? Is it worth the price we would have to pay? I think so, but I want to know what you think. Don't just be spectators. Be an active part of this Bears community. Your comments fuel our discussions and help us create better content for you. Like, subscribe, and comment. Together, as a family of Bears fans, we will live every emotion of this new and promising era. See you in the next video.